It was Last Chance Saloon. So let's meet the rest of our cast, our players for today. So Kira, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good,
How are
good.
you doing?
Who are you going to be playing today?
I'm playing Catherine. She's a half-elf warlock, and she got nerfed down to level 4.
Yes, yes, indeed. Thanks to Touchpad last episode. Damn it, Touchpad. What's up, Super Boss King? Yes, so you're playing the human?
Half-elf.
Half elf warlock. Trainsy, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really well. I'm playing Mr. Dalon Oak Brewer, and he is an entrepreneur caught in an adventure that he'd rather not be in because he just wants to sell booze. It's kind of inconvenient. He just wants to be with his cart, selling booze, and that's it.
There you go. There you go. And finally, I myself am playing Douglas Templeton, who has no soul, thanks to a wild magic surge. No longer has any soul to speak of. He's a human fighter. He's usually very, very angry, but having lost his soul, he's kind of devoid of all feelings and all life. So he's kind of just trying to fight to get his soul back at this point. That's really his mission in life, is to try and get back his soul. And thanks so much to Myurin for following. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar, as well as beastly. Before we forgot that, but there you go. So we've got a human fighter, a dwarf monk, and a half-elf warlock. We all walk into a bar and blow everything up, basically. So, Askren, we should do a recap of last session, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you guys recall, we started out with a little bit of a dream that you all had. You all had visions of very vivid visions of these stories that you had been told as you were traveling by cart with your new friend Nadia Petska. I'm gonna turn the music's fine, whatever. And so you had these very vivid visions, which kind of were showing a house, a little wooden shack that was kind of dancing and gyrating on these long chicken legs, and wherever it settled, a forest would spring up to enclose it. This was, of course, Baba Yaga's hut, the Baba Yaga being the Winter Queen, the mother of the land of Irison that you were in, and also the mother of the Jadwiga, the White Witches, one of whom you have been pursuing for a little while. Her name is Nazena, and she has been a thorn in your side ever since she opened the portals that caused the magical winter to spill out into your homeland around Heldren, where you came from. You went through the portal and you closed them with some rather disastrous results, but she still evades you. But where we left off last week, you guys had just finished, or you had just woken up and agreed to help this woman named Silja, this red-haired woman, either find her husband or rescue him from a moss troll in a cave in return for some assistance. You went into the cave and you fought what you thought was a troll, but turned out in fact to be her husband himself, Fingarth, who had been taken over by this mind-controlling mold. When you tore it off of him, you broke him free from its constraints, and you brought him back to his wife. They were both eternally grateful, and they rewarded you with, the first thing they rewarded you with was a big white wolf's pelt, a rime pelt, a magical wolf fur carved from the shape-shifting white wolves of Irison. And the other thing that she assisted you with was a portal via a tree that she opened a portal through, which would take you directly to Whitethrone, cutting out quite a few days of perilous travel along the icy wastes. You went through the portal because you needed to get to Whitethrone to free Baba Yaga's hut and to hopefully stop Nazena. And when you came through, you found yourself in a district outside the city that you learned later on was inhabited entirely by these human shape-shifted winter wolves. They seem to take a liking to Catherine, considering she was wearing a pelt, which apparently made her, to them, either smell or appear to be like a white wolf. So you spent some time around the city. You saw that the city was enthralled by these, or was kind of controlled by these guards, the Winter Guard, which are made up of these mirror men, humanoid figures clad in woolen cloaks with mirrors where their faces should be. And you know that the mirrors are the way that the Iriseni witches spy and converse and watch things, so the mirror men are their servants. You went through the town, and as you were kind of arrested, you learned that the town is primed for rebellion. The people loyal to Baba Yaga and the old Iron Guard want to throw down Queen Elvana, the head White Witch, and they basically demanded that you be a part of this. Because you were already on your way to oppose her. So they told you...
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Great diplomacy.
Yeah. Yeah, they threatened you a little bit. But they told you that what's going to happen is they're going to start a rebellion. You are going to make your way to the center of the city where the hut itself, Baba Yaga's dancing hut, is shackled and is on display for all to see, surrounded by this magical forest. You agreed to this, and in part you learned that there may be some divine intervention by the goddess Malani, the god of those who fight against oppression. So the morning came, you guys were making your plan for how to get into the city, and as you were sort of walking into the city to try and get things ready, the last thing that happened was, out of the blizzard and the mists and the ice, you were surrounded by these mirror-faced servants of the White Witch, and as the frost crept over their faces and they surrounded you, you knew that the witches who run this city, they have found you and they know you're here, whether it be the mark of the Black Rider that you took on that kind of draws them to you like a beacon or something else. You are currently surrounded, and that is where we left things off. So that is where we'll pick things right up.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So we're about to get into a bit of a fight, it looks like, at the beginning of this episode. But I remind you guys of a few ways you can interact with our show at the beginning of this as we're getting into it, seeing as it's the finale, and we want to have it as much drama and as much heartbreak as possible. So if you're new, of course, hit that follow button and join us. Every 100 followers, you guys get to decide what happens in our game next, and we're here all the time playing D&D. So here's our schedule in the chat. Also, if you are looking for a game, like Sully is saying, every Thursday, in a few hours' time, I am playing a game with viewers where anyone can come in and join each week. Also, there's like 1 day left to get into this giveaway for the D&D 5th edition starter set, so go ahead and jump into that if you haven't already. Also, the tweets, at 25 retweets, you guys are going to get to decide what happens to us at the end of the session here. So, exclamation point tweet, and you can take control of this Reign of Winter of ours. So, other than that, I'm going to hand over to Askren to lead us into the abyss.
Yeah, so you guys have basically been surrounded. You don't know what's going on. The only thing you know is that it is the middle of the day, and you guys are completely surrounded by a ring of these mirror men, and they have swords drawn. I showed you what they looked like last time. They have swords drawn, and they are looking right at you. They haven't said anything, they haven't made a move, but they're around you in a ring.
How many of them are there?
Probably about 10.
Okay. So I'm gonna lots of exchanges between myself and Daylon and Catherine. Hey guys, as I've got do they have swords drawn?
Yes, they do.
I'll draw my sword as well, slowly.
Okay.
Everything all right here? So, take my sword off.
They do not say anything. They're just standing there looking at you as you see sort of the shimmer of frost on their faces.
Well, everyone. We can solve this. We can solve this an easy way. I have some bottles here. You know. Let's just share. How about that? I got here.
They don't actually have mouths. Their faces are mirrors.
Okay.
I'm like clamoring to get the bottles.
Okay.
And
I just didn't know if you remember that. Okay. As you guys are talking, they are all like they're about probably about 20, 25 feet away from you in a circle. Like they're around
Yeah.
you, but they start all of them at the same exact time, like almost like automatons, slowly take a step towards you, and then another
Okay.
one.
It's gonna be like this, is it? It looks like we're in for a fight, guys.
Alrighty, let's do this.
All right then. And then I clap Dalen on the back. I give him like the broest look ever. And I'm like,
Actually, just
and then we charge.
All right. As you
charging
guys,
at Molotovs.
as you
I'm
you guys just kind of lock eyes, and you know that this is
Molotov on me.
yeah. No, as you guys lock eyes, and you just know in your heart that this is your moment. You start sort of like Douglas just kind of levels his sword and starts charging at the nearest one. And as you take the first couple steps, you see the mirror man himself, the one that you're charging directly at. He actually kind of stops and sort of takes a step back, almost like onto his back foot. You know, almost as if your sort of charge staggered him for a second, or he wasn't expecting it. But as you're kind of taking a second to you know, as you're running to contemplate what's going to happen, this is about a second before your sword is going to hit. All of you hear a trumpet call go up. As one of them starts calling out, and instantly 3 other trumpets start calling out from the city around you. And as Douglas, you're gonna kind of crash into the guy. So this is gonna happen. That's gonna happen immediately after. But as Douglas is running towards him, and as Dalon is kind of getting his Molotov ready, and I'm assuming Catherine is getting ready to throw a fireball or something. You guys see that out of the houses around you are rushing some of these sort of chainmail-clad Winterwolf warriors, and they're rushing into the streets towards these mirror men that are around you.
Oh, so they're attacking.
Yeah.
On our side.
Yeah,
Nice.
it seems that whatever happened, you guys, like, someone was watching you, and it seems that the rebellion has begun, and they are rising up. So I will let you go. You're gonna crash into the dude. I will let you make an attack against him, and if you guys want to also make attacks against individual things around you, you're welcome to.
It's a 22 for 5 damage.
Let me go here. Yes. Okay. So you crash into the mirror man. Let me just get his stat block in front of me. Yeah, and as your sword kind of connects, you carve through the heavy cloak that it's wearing. It doesn't really have a chance to strike back. It's not dead. In fact, you don't actually see any blood pouring out of it, but you do carve through it. If you guys also want to make an attack at one of these guys, you're welcome to.
Alright, I want to catch my my scorching rays.
Okay.
I only have
Catch a fireball.
I only have 3 because
Okay. Are you firing at one dude or 3 individuals?
3 individuals.
Okay, go for it.
We got this.
The
sound.
one of them will hit. So one of your scorching rays catches one of the other ones off to the side, and it burns through his cloak, which then sort of starts smoldering and, you know, is lit a little bit on fire, but he doesn't really react. And Dalon, if you'd like to throw a Molotov or something, you're welcome to.
How close are the wolf warriors?
They're probably about 50 to 60 feet away from you on the other side of the mirror men.
So like 2 turns and they'll be there.
Well, they're full on running, so like you get an attack, and then they'll probably be crashing into the guys like the next round.
I'm just gonna drink one of my Molotovs instead. And
Okay.
Sit next to the cart.
I heard drink one of my Molotovs.
No, it's the
I thought you
switch.
liked it. And
No, yeah, you do. No, I'm gonna take the cloth
The rag out, yeah,
and
and you
I'm
just
gonna-
take a drink. All right. So as you guys do that, and you guys are laying into these warriors, the winter wolves will crash into them, and you see among their numbers is I lost it for a second. You see among their numbers is the man that you met, the leader of the Iron Guard. He was the commander that you had talked to last night, and as he's bringing his heavy axe down across to chop at one of them, he says, "The witches have already sent out a call. Make your way into the city. Now is the time."
okay.
throw my bottle down. Okay, and get my cart.
All right. All right. So you grab your cart. You guys already know. You're sort of in. You're like just inside the wall, and if you remember the map, basically you have a straight shot down one of the main roads towards the center of the city. If you start running in that direction, pushing your cart as fast as you can, and you see that not a lot of them, but it looks like along the sides, the sides of the road, there are a couple citizens, some of them in military equipment, some of them not, that are sort of grappling and fighting with some of these mirrormen and other of these sort of winter guards, similar to the ones that you saw in the employ of Nezena back in the village. And they're all like, clearly the people are sort of not very well armed, but they are putting up a resistance.
Okay.
So yeah, before we, I guess you guys have a straight shot. It's probably gonna take you maybe 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of like full-on running down this road to get to the center of the city. So why don't we go ahead and have each of you give me, like, you're gonna have to sort of fight your way through the chaos and stuff that's going on in the city. I want each of you to give me something that comes up, like some kind of obstacle that happens, and how you use your abilities or powers to solve it, to make your way, continuing down this road.
Sure. I imagine that there's like a blockade or something of these like mirror dudes, and the group of us, like, we're going down a hill, so like I realize that the cart's momentum might be enough.
Okay.
And so I'm like, everyone jump on the cart, and I jump onto this cart, and then we're like strapped down and we're going down a hill.
Sure. Okay.
Bottles.
Yeah, the bottles going everywhere.
Okay.
Why
Why don't I have you? Actually, why don't I have everyone roll me an athletics check to hang on to this cart as it sort of tries to bowl through a couple of these mirror guard with it.
Oh, God.
We just like cartoon style smack into them and then
Okay.
go.
It's not particularly hard to hold on to the cart as it's going. Catherine is probably like the smallest of the group, and so she just sort of jumps on top and is like riding this thing like a little wagon. But you guys are just sort of hanging on as the cart clatters over this frozen cobblestone road down a little bit of an incline, and it's going to kind of barrel into a couple of these dudes. So let's just see.
This can only go well.
One. Okay.
The
The mirrormen are like, they do sort of kind of turn their heads and see you, but they don't manage to sort of throw themselves out of the way in time. And the cart, it smashes into one of them, and is actually going to, when it hits them, it's actually going to flip over and sort of roll like over this guy. You guys are going to take, you're going to take a little bit of damage along with him, but so you're going to take not 67. No, you guys are going to take 5 damage. I didn't mean to type 67. As the cart rolls over but it basically hits this dude, tumbles, and Daylon, like when it gets to the other side, you kind of lurch to your feet and sort of rush to grab your cart and like right it, make sure it's not damaged, anything like that.
Just like a Psy Art Beam. Welcome, Psy Art Beam to the adventure. You're a gentle art beam and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
I'm gonna look at the corpse that is the guy that ran over. Why did you injure my cart?
I'm gonna turn to be like, now's not the time, and then
Not the time for morning.
I'm gonna jump off the cart and morph into Winterwolf.
Okay, you are going to you grip the rime pelt around you, and you turn into the Winterwolf form. Let me just check something real quick. Did I give you the stat block for that?
No, you never did.
Okay, and let me. I gave you the item thing though, right?
I don't think I actually sent her turn into a wolf yet.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just seeing if I gave her the actual rime pelt thing.
So,
If not, that's fine. I will send it to you.
Okay.
she turns into what the? Okay, is that Catherine? Is that you?
Yep. I say as I'm like soaring through the air, morphing.
And I say, all right, let's go get my soul back. Let's kill anyone in our way.
No, that's not it.
Start running. Douglas has been kind of reinvigorated a little bit ever since he knows he can get his soul back. So he's been kind of pretending that he has a soul at the moment. He's in that kind of stage of denial. And
I was sure that I may have done that for the icicle. Okay, yeah. So I don't have I'll get a stat block for the Winterwolf, but you turn basically as you grip this pelt around you. Your form shifts, and you're actually not a medium-sized, but a large-sized wolf.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tough.
And you can use. Yeah. Here. That you can use that stat block
You just posted it in Skype.
in Zoom.
Ah, yes. So
Okay, so as she shapeshifts into this large, like huge white wolf, what do you want to do?
I guess that was my thing, the obstacle. I guess so.
Yeah. So you guys kind of shake yourselves off, and the mirrormen that you crashed through are not entirely, they're not like dead, but you did get past them. You still have a ways to go. So what about you, Daylon? What's an obstacle that you guys come up against?
Well, I was gonna use the cart, but that was a little generic. I'm gonna I'll see some barrels tumbling like in the road from a nearby tavern as it's probably getting ransacked in the chaos.
Okay.
And I'm gonna think about Douglas and his very successful attempt at rolling himself in a barrel. But as I get closer, I'm just gonna lift the empty cart up and just kind of nimbly dodge around the moving barrels, moving forward.
So you're just moving your cart around the barrels?
No, I'll lift it up.
Oh, okay. Sure. Roll me a strength check to lift the cart.
Oh God, please. Acrobatics?
Yeah. Yes, you can use that. No.
Unless you lift one card.
Fuck my life. No.
You kind of see there's this sort of debris and burning and broken debris in the street. There's no way you're gonna be able to lift your cart over this. Yeah, you're gonna have to find a way around it.
I take the long way, scenic route.
Okay.
You back up.
Beep.
This card is reversing.
Catherine, do you wanna help him in your Winterwolf form?
I guess so. I'm gonna look at him and just be like, For fuck's sakes.
Someone help!
How would I help him?
It depends what you want. Depends what you want to do.
I can't really pick it up. But
I mean,
maybe he
you're
could,
you're pretty big.
maybe you
gonna,
can put it
like-
on my back.
Well, he can't. He'd have to lift it for that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Can I just like pick it up with my like mouth?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
Just
Carry it like
bite
a
it.
pup.
You get a lot of broken glass in your mouth.
If you're in the Winter Wolf form, you use the Winter Wolf strength, which is 20.
Yeah, use that.
It's plus 20.
No, it's plus 4.
Plus 20.
You want to trade cloaks?
So you don't you kind of, it's a little bit awkward. You can't really grip the whole cart in your mouth and just lift it up, but you are kind of strong enough that you can sort of grab the side of it with your jaws and sort of basically pull it over this sort of field of burning debris, and kind of Dalon, you're sort of pushing from behind as your cart is pulled over these broken and barrels that are just crashed and on fire and stuff like that. It's a little bit perilous, but obviously having this huge wolf on your side is quite a boon, and you manage to haul the cart out on the other side. However, when you get to the other side, you see that there are a trio of 3 of the Winter's Guard that are coming up the road towards you.
I'm gonna charge at them.
Okay.
With the cart in mouth.
Oh,
That is pretty menacing.
no one can stand before the
Alright.
cart.
Do you what do you want to? You're charging right at him. What do you want to do? Do you want to use your sort of special attack?
I do. The
Okay.
breath weapon, yeah.
Yeah. So let me check something.
Use your ult. Use your ulti.
1, 2. All right. So as you sort of are rushing towards this thing, they definitely falter for a second, and you guys see this huge winter wolf just rear back its head and unleash a blast of icy mist from its
You get
mouth.
him, Catherine.
And the cone of ice is gonna hit all of them. One of them is going to manage to dive out of the way. Why don't you go ahead and roll me the damage on that?
I don't think she really needs our help.
No, 3 ones.
Oh my god, no.
No.
All right. As you blast out the ice at these things, 2 of them are sort of you see them freeze in their tracks, as the ice kind of comes around them. One of them manages to dive out of the way, and you just see his his arm and stuff is covered in frost and looks like it might it's not really usable. But he's sort of lying on the ground, but they are clearly incapacitated, and you guys have pretty much a straight shot towards the center of the city.
What I want to do flips over the barrels.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna just run through the barrels.
Or, cartwheel through and
Yeah. I'm just gonna beeline it, and I have 50 speed as a winter wolf, so I'm leaving these guys in the dust.
I'll stick my landing and I'll realize that nobody has looked.
Well, we'll catch up with you, Catherine. Get my soul if you see it.
All right. As you guys are making your way towards the center of the city, you can see that very strange sight in the middle of the you can see the castle, the Queen's Palace, rising up in the distance, but before it, at the foot, in the center of where there would be a market square, it seems like there's just a forest that appears to have grown here, literally taken up almost the entire market square. And you can't really see anything in the forest. You can't see anything like there's no sign of the hut, but you do know that the forest is supposed to be a magical enchantment around the hut. And they did tell you that it sort of sprung out of nowhere, and they've been trying to cut it down, but they haven't been able to. But Catherine, when you get there first, you're gonna see the woods, and you actually can see that over the tops of the trees, you see these sort of cascading streams of magical energy that are like arcing upwards and then back into the sort of the heart of this forest. You guys who are outside, as you're running, you hear just a bellowing roar fill the skies. It just sounds like as you see coming from a bell tower or a clock tower, not kind of far away from you, just the dark shape and the beating white wings of a dragon is arcing overhead and swoops down low over and you see it kind of as it bellows out this roar, flying over the city, just spraying a freezing breath all over the place, and all of a sudden it loops back up and comes down with a crash right in the center of this forest.
I'm imagining like we're looking at it and we're like, do you think Catherine might have got a new cloak and that's her? Or... Okay, let's kill it. And
I mean, did you turn into a dragon? Am I talking to somebody else again, or?
That's true. Maybe we can parley.
I mean, I'm just concerned that she's gonna throw my cart at the dragon. So
that's true. And then like both of us like, oh my god, the cart, and start running.
just start sprinting.
Fuck. The cart.
All right, so you guys as you see this dragon crash into the forest, you're arriving like right behind Catherine in the center of the city. You're outside these woods. Let me just scoot over to my page with the map on it so I know what we're looking at here. But as you guys arrive outside of these woods, you can see that there is a small, like kind of a small passageway that you could sort of penetrate to get into the woods, but you're not really sure what's going on. You can't. The trees are too thick. You have no idea what's going on in there, other than that there is a dragon flying around.
And Waddle D Trooper, welcome, Waddle D Trooper, to the adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thanks for joining us today. So we can't see like a way. We see this passage, but we don't see a way through. Is it?
Well, no. You can see sort of there is a little bit of an opening in the tree that you could make your way through. But they are pretty dense other than that, so it's like you can't really see what is actually in this mysterious forest.
Okay, I guess we like shrug, run in.
All right. Yeah, Catherine, the only thing you know is that you've seen sort of this magical energy that is coursing through. So as you guys make your way, you sort of push your way through these dense trees. Let me get over here. You push your way through this sort of towering wall of evergreens that seems to have just burst through the snow-covered cobblestones. You can actually see as you approach, it looks like they've come straight up through the street. Ahead of you, the trees kind of part to form a path that sort of winds into this dark forest that seems to have replaced all the sights of the city around it. But as you guys push your way through, the air becomes colder a little bit, but you notice that the snow is not falling. There is open ground. Like the forest is not completely dense. As soon as you get past the first 20 feet or so of trees, it just sort of opens up. Even though there is a little bit of a roof of tree above your head, but you're sort of standing in this clearing, and you can see that there clearly is stuff going around you. Go ahead and make me a perception check, everyone.
And I have advantage on this, I believe.
Yeah.
11 to perception.
18.
Okay.
Nice. See all.
All right. So as you are looking around, Catherine, you you actually, all of you guys are gonna see this, but Catherine, you were particularly attuned to it. In fact, your nose in this winter wolf form picks up a little something extra, so we'll go over that in a second. But what you can all see is immediately to the left of you, there's just this glowing pulse of what looks like magical energy, and you can see it appears to be like this column of swirling magic seems to be rising up and like into the air above, almost above the trees, and you can actually see it arcing over, because directly ahead of you, you do have to kind of weave your head a little bit to see past some trees and stuff, but directly ahead of you, you see just a solid column of blue magical energy that there are multiple kind of arcing trails of magic coursing into this column of energy. And one of them that it is being led from is immediately to your left. Catherine, you can kind of smell, there's definitely a different scent here. You're not really used to being this attuned to the, to scents and stuff, but you can tell that there are, like at first you can't quite place it, but you smelled it before. This is sort of a magical scent of fey creatures around.
Okay. I'm gonna be like kind of like sniffing. And it's
Good dog, wolf. I try to
I growl at him. We're not alone. Be prepared. I think there's some
for my sword.
fey around.
Trenzy, unmute me.
Could I have my cart back?
Yeah, you kind of got it in your mouth there.
Yeah.
No, she put that down a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was only helping that over the barrels and stuff.
Take out, like, I rip off a piece of my clothing, wiping the drool off.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
You sniff around, you're like, huh, fee.
So you guys are sort of in this magical forest, and you see all this energy going on around you. What do you want to do?
We need to find a dragon and kill it. Is there any signs around here that there's a...
The dragon clearly crashed into here. You can see some damage to the trees and stuff, but you don't see where it went.
Alright, let's follow its trail. If we can find where it landed, we might be able to find out where it went.
Yeah, you saw it land in the center of the center of the grove. So if you wanted to sort of probably in the direction of that column of energy that you can see from where you are.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to
Okay.
head towards the center.
Yeah, so you guys rush over there. Let me just get which number that is. That is 4. Okay. So the sort of the dark forested path that leads into the center of this forest leads you to another large clearing, but it looks like the way to the north to the center is blocked by sort of a rippling hemisphere of churning darkness and twisting shadows. The surrounding trees that you can, like, around this sort of mass of energy seem to sort of lean inwards towards the area as swirls of nearby snow and forest debris are actually being sucked into what appears to be some sort of magical vortex, accompanied by the distant roar of wind. And on the other side of this dark phenomenon, you can see the path continues to sort of a dilapidated wooden hut that is perched atop 2 giant chicken legs and surrounded by a picket fence of bleached bones. The hut itself seems to be almost tied to the ground by these huge chains, like they look like frosted iron chains.
This looks good.
Yeah.
Well,
Found it.
found it. Shall we go in?
There is no way to actually get to the hut, Pat. Like, this black sort of vortex of energy is blocking the path.
Perhaps we should try to dispel the magic from the roots of the columns.
Pick up a rock and I throw it at the...
At the vortex, it just disappears.
Huh.
That's all I got. Sorry, guys.
And Catherine, you can see
That's right.
you can see these sort of 3 arcs of energy that are coming from different places in the forest that are all centering on this vortex.
Okay. Yeah, let's try dispelling the magic. Perhaps we should try each taking one.
I go over to
Okay.
one of the arc and I start like poking.
Okay,
like,
it's gonna.
destroying it.
Do you want to actually break up? Because you're gonna have to sort of trek through the forest to find where this magic is coming from. It's all scattered in different places. You could either go if you could go there all as a group, go to one of them, or you could split up.
I like to split up.
Let's
Okay.
split up.
Okay, so you definitely passed one sort of column of energy on your way to here, so you could backtrack that way. If you're gonna follow them, follow sort of the things you can see. There's one in the forest off to the right of you, and then one far to the north.
I'm gonna go for the farthest one north because I can kind of probably smell it out better.
Okay.
Go to the least safe one, the one we didn't backtrack.
I'll go to the second one.
Okay, so all right, so we'll go to Will first. As you make your way just down the path to the right, let me just move over to here. You can, as you push your way through the trees, you could see a large chunk of stone juts from the ground, sort of like a natural stage. 6 boulders floating in the air that sort of slowly orbit this raised platform, and there's a rich scent of like freshly tilled earth coming from the area. However, what you see is on this huge stone altar appears to be some kind of creature that you can see is shackled, like splayed out like this, as energy just swirls around it and is arcing into the sky.
Oh. Good. So that's the one that I'm on, or is that the one that's Kira's on?
Nope, that's you.
That's me, okay. So it's just... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna head closer towards it.
Okay.
It's not Hammer Man, this is gonna man. I'm gonna go, alright, this is my soul, and then I start heading towards it.
Alright. As you kind of approach, do you want to actually like climb up on top of this large stone altar thing?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty big. It's not like a small ritual altar. It's huge.
Big.
As you climb up on top of it, as the rocks are orbiting around you in the air, you can see that sort of shackled again with these frosty iron chains in the center of this stone boulder appears to be a humanoid figure that, like, they're humanoid, but they're not really. You can see their hair is almost like a mass of flickering flames, with eyes that kind of burn with a bright yellow, almost like a torch. And the humanoid itself, its skin is a dark brown, and it wears like very earthy robes over it. You can see this creature appears to be in intense pain as the magic appears to be being drawn from them.
Okay. What's up, Suddenly Pandas? Thanks to the hosts. How's it going, guys? Good to see you all. You're just joining in for Suddenly Pandas. This is the finale of our Reign of Winter campaign. And seeing us on the hour as well. I remind you, folks, if you're new and hanging around in chat, hit that follow button for us and join us in our adventure here today on Encounter Roleplay. We're here 5 nights a week, 10 shows a week, 150 hours every single month. We'll be announcing the date for the next 24-hour D&D stream after this session, so that's pretty exciting. Also, let's get these retweets going because it's our finale and we want to have some madness in the game.
Yeah, we're just a few away. Let's get that going, because
Yeah,
I want you guys to be a part of this finale.
very much so, very much so. And you can, of course, donate to affect our game, just like Hugo Stone. Welcome, Hugo Stone, to the adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and that was apparently a segue. But how's it going, guys? Good to see you, Hugo. I didn't done the old fancy follow buttons. Actually, they are fancy and new alert things going on, actually. But you can donate to affect our game, give players nat 1s, nat 20s, curse us, gift us, who knows. Touchpad is a merciful / merciless patron when it comes to this campaign, so we've had some mixed luck so far. But let's carry on. So there's this dude in front of me. He looks like he's in intense pain. There are stones flying everywhere above. What did Kara tell me exactly what I need to do? Because if she didn't, I'm probably just gonna kill this guy.
No one's told you anything about this.
Can I kill this guy? Is he within like reach?
You could get to him. You don't know. You don't have much experience with magic, so you don't know if like this swirling vortex that is being drawn around and out of it will do anything to you.
I'm gonna speak to him first. I'm gonna say, excuse me. Hello. Hello. Hello.
You kind of as you amidst the screams of pain and that this tortured creature is emitting, you kind of see it kind of thrashing against these chains, and it kind of like as its head sort of again on fire manages to just catch your eyes. Its eyes are not actual eyeballs, they're just shining beacons of like yellow light. It says, "Help me!" And then it kind of goes back to thrashing in pain.
How can I help you, sir?
It's not saying anything else.
I kill him.
All right, you can attempt to bring your sword down on this thing. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Sure. Maybe this will put you out of your misery. 19. 3 damage.
All right, as you bring your sword down, you make solid contact, but the
Like an
blade
anime
does
character.
not cut any flesh. It just hits the flesh, and it's almost solid, like you hit like, I don't know, like rock or something.
Is that better?
It's still thrashing around.
Oh man, thanks so much to Stet. Today's £1 says if Rosie doesn't end up saving it all in the end, I'm done. Thanks so much, Stet. I'm stuck.
Your mic is cutting out, Will.
My bad. There you go. Thanks, Stet, for the name, dude. What's up, T-Bot?
Awesome. So you hit this thing. It did not seem to do a whole hell of a lot. Actually, you know what? So while you decide what your next move is going to be, we'll shoot the camera over to Daylon, who is coming to his own place. I gotta get to the lake. And so Daylon, as you're pushing your way through the trees, give me 1 second here.
I'll give you 2 seconds. And
Yes,
your time is up.
2 seconds while I find my notes.
Time's up. You lose. We win D&D.
Here we are. Okay, so you say there's a pool of strange silvery water standing in a clearing here. On the pool surface, you can see that ripples kind of begin at its outermost edges and sort of rush inwards towards a single point where drops of water just fall upwards towards the sky. The entire pool is just kind of raining skyward while snowflakes float down between the droplets. As a brisk wind rustles through the trees, you can see that there is a font of energy right in the center of this pool. There appears to be like a rock or something where a similar creature, blazing fire cover on its head and its eyes bright as it thrashes in torture, as it is shackled to this stone, and magical energy is coursing around it and being drawn out of it.
Okay. I want to kind of get a mouthful of that silvery water and like spit it on him.
Okay. Do you want to actually like wade through the pool to get there, because it's a little bit of a distance?
Yeah.
Okay, so you push your way. Yeah, you push your way through this water. It is cold. It is like it's freezing cold, but it's not frozen. As you scoop up a mouthful, it tastes pure, but also slightly metallic. And you spit it on this thing. Its blue kind of robes and are now a little bit wet. It is still thrashing around in pain.
Just gonna like helplessly splash it, just like splashing at it.
Okay.
And try and speak. Hey man, what's up? Can I help you somehow? Or you seem like
you again, this creature is chained to a rock and thrashing around, being tortured. It is not speaking coherently.
Can I attack the chains?
Sure. How do you want to do it?
I'll just take my boar spear and I'll. There's the crossbar that prevents the thing. So I'm gonna put the crossbar in between one of the chain links and kind of continually twist it.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a strength check, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, strong.
Why does everything require my negative strength? Why does not negative? God
All right.
damn.
As you kind of put the spear in and you start twisting, the chain kind of tightens a little bit, and you don't really think you're gonna get enough leverage with the spear to snap it. So, but as your spear slips and you sort of instinctively reach out to steady yourself on the rock, your hand touches the chain, and as it does, all of a sudden the chain just sort of cracks as if it were made of ice and falls apart.
I'll go touch the other chain.
All right, yeah. You quickly reach over and grasp the other one that's shackling this other creature's arm, and that too shatters like crushed ice. And all of a sudden, there's like the swirling vortex of energy that is being pulled out of this fey creature just stops, and is like it with like a pulse. It kind of like hits you for a second. And then you realize, like, the creature, when you shake it off, the creature's just sitting there, like, in midair, floating above this rock, just, very, very gracefully. And as it turns its fiery head and glowing eyes towards you, it says, "Thank you, noble being. You have freed me from my torture." And as it kind of reaches its hand forward, it is gonna sort of like wave it in a circle, and you see almost like water drops sort of coalesce and form like a portal. And as it floats towards it, it turns to you and it says, "Stop the reality siphon. Save your world from being eaten by mine." And as it says that to you, it will just sort of drift through the portal and blink out of existence. But the magic that is kind of arcing through the air towards the center of the forest is gone.
Can I try and did the portal close?
The one that it went through?
Yeah.
It is closing. You're probably not going to be able to jump through it, but you can look through it if you'd like.
Can I put like my arm through it?
Yeah, sure.
But like, if I see it close, only like...
Yeah, you reach through. Yeah, okay. As you sort of reach through, you're not really sure what you're even going to grab. It's almost like reaching into like a fish tank or something. Your hand is in water, and you feel like things brushing against your arm. But you instinctively, like, you feel your hand touch something. Do you want to grab it?
Yeah.
All right. And you pull it, you kind of grab something, and you yank it out just as the portal is closing, and you find yourself holding a spiral shell, covered in like a pattern that you've never seen before, and it just you can feel it in your hand, just like it's emitting a low hum.
Soul. And then I kind of just,
All right.
I go cart and run to Douglas.
All right. Catherine,
try and inject it into his chest, regardless of.
Yeah, that will happen soon.
Catherine, you as he is doing that, you have come through the woods, and we are going to number 10. Where's the page? Where's my number 10? Right. So as you make your way through, you can see that there is an enormous dead beech tree that is towering over the clearing that you emerge in, and standing apart from the sort of evergreen trees around it, you can see dead and dry leaves kind of lift from piles around the tree and sort of rustle and dance in whirls of snow and these fall-colored leaves. However, much like the other two, you can see there is this fiery-eyed, white-skinned creature that is just nailed to this tree and is having magic siphoned out of it.
Okay. I'm going to run up to the tree
Okay.
and sniff the person.
Okay. Yeah, the scent is very strange, but it smells a lot like sort of it has a very similar kind of scent to the winter wolves that you get, but much sharper. They are most likely Fey touched in some way, and this creature is like entirely Fey.
Okay. Okay.
He is so Fey.
So faded.
I guess I'm gonna growl at the like magic pillar, and start kind of like, it's like nailed to the tree. You said?
Yeah.
Nailed as in like Jesus.
Like they're like chains that are sort of wrapped around his body, and like multiple of these iron spikes are just keeping it like stuck.
Okay, so I'm going to grab at the chain.
Okay.
Or like somewhere on the chain and just like try and pull.
Okay, roll me a strength check. You have +4.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do requires strength.
Alright, so as you
Yes.
you kind of bite into this chain, and you go to pull it, and it is very tightly wrapped around this tree. You can't actually get any leverage to yank it off. However, as you do, you kind of chomp down on it. You feel sort of the chain sort of turn to ice in your jaws and just sort of shatter and then rain to the floor in a shower of icicles.
Okay, well, that works, I suppose.
And yeah, as you do, as the chains fall away, the creature, the fey creature, is gonna kind of pull itself off. And as it does, there's a huge gale, like a gust of wind, like a tornado that sort of engulfs the whole clearing. And as the leaves and frost and dead branches and stuff whip around you, and you can't see anything, as it all starts settling, you see in the middle, like riding on like a cloud or like a zephyr, is this white-skinned creature that it's floating there, and it looks to you. It says, "I am Zephyrmere, and you have freed me from the White Queen's prison. Free my kin, my brothers all. Stop the reality siphon, and you will save your reality, for I have no wish to destroy you." And as it does, it says this, it is just gonna start like rising into the air.
Okay, I guess I'll just like look at it and maybe say back, "Is there anything more useful you can say or give me?"
The vortex is not natural, but it will consume your plane given time. Stop it and save my brethren. Beware the White Witch's cunning, for she has powerful magic beyond her kin."
Alright, thanks. Anyways. So I'm gonna kind of like think to myself, like, I kind of already gathered that much. Cool.
Yeah, Fae are kind of capricious, but as the creature rises up, it is going to sort of join with the sort of the snow-covered clouds above you, and you are left as the magic has vanished, and there is no longer siphoning into that vortex in the center. As we're gonna turn our camera back, Douglas, you are still grappling with this creature. What do you want to do? You tried attacking it.
I will try and do what the others do, utilizing my string. Like, oh, just come here, and try and
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
brute force on a 22.
Yeah.
Metagaming? Hello?
So you kind of grab the thing's actual like legs. You can't really get close to it because of the magic. But you grab its legs and you just sort of start pulling. And as you do, like, you don't actually get your hands on the chains to shatter them, but you do manage to sort of pull on and pull, and you hear like the iron spike that is driven right into this rock altar actually pulls out of, like, kind of comes out of it with a clatter, and this fey creature, like, one of its arms is pulled free, and as its eyes shoot to you, the magic that is swirling around it falters for a second. Do you want to do something else?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Give me back my soul.
As it kind of looks at you, it's going to reach over to its other arm, and you see like stones, like rock, starts creeping up its arm, so its arm turns into like the thing, you know, like covered in rock, and it grips the other chain and just yanks it out of the stone. And as it does, there's a pulse of magic that hits you as it knocks you back a step. And as you kind of regain your composure, you see this creature sort of pull its leg out, and it is standing up, and it looks at you and says, "You are not like them."
No, I'm not like them. I'm a special fucking snowflake, okay?
I am Ravathiel, a dawn piper of the first world.
None of those words mean anything.
You seek to save your world.
No, I just want my soul back. Could you point me in the right direction, please?
He, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check.
I'm the most persuasive man. Oh, that's performance, sorry. Persuasion's 20.
Okay. As you, this creature kind of looks at you, and give me 1 second to check something here. I gotta check.
If I did it enough, can I change Kira from a wolf to a pirate? Yeah, sure thing, man. What is a pirate bear?
I painted a pirate bear yesterday.
Oh, I see.
The creature is actually going to look at you and say, "I will help as I can," and it will kind of grab your, like, this still large rocky hand is actually going to grab you and almost be able to sort of reach around your whole torso. Like, it'll kind of basically be around here. And as it does, you feel you see these magical chains, not like the ones that were binding this thing, but they're more fine and they're glowing blue, and they kind of like emanate from this thing's fingers and sort of start wrapping around you. It is very strange sensation, but as it does, it's gonna remove its hand and it says, "Your soul, I cannot return, but I can anchor it."
What does that mean?
You must reclaim it, but it cannot be taken from you. And with that, he'll kind of pull back and he'll say, "Stop the reality siphon." And then he will look up, and then just, like, as all of the rocks, the ones that are orbiting, are just going to one of them comes slamming, like, right past you, just whizzes right past you and slams into this thing, and another one slams in from the other side, and each of them is just gonna, in midair, just, and as they all kind of come together, they form like a rocky tomb around this thing, and as they do, they just drop onto the stone altar that you're standing on, and that's it.
Good riddance.
Actually, we'll get there in a second. Yeah. Okay. So this thing is gone. The magical siphon of energy that is arcing through the forest is no longer. And as that happens, all of you guys from wherever you are, as you're all kind of rushing back to the center, you hear another sort of bellowing roar as you see coming over the sky is the form of that white dragon again. And it is making its way right towards you.
Let's go. Oh wait, the guy's on here. Okay. Just start running. I'm used to having to tell him.
All right.
Well, this time.
So as you guys all kind of gather at the center where this sort of swirling vortex of energy was, and now it is like, now that there's no magic funneling into it, it is faltering. The thing that is blocking your path to the shackled hut, to Baba Yaga's hut, is faltering. But as you guys are running forward, there is another bellowing roar, and you see crashing through the trees is the form of what the hell was his name? I put his name on here. Logrovich, the white dragon, he crashes down in the trees and lands like skidding to a halt right in front of this swirling vortex as you guys are joining in the clearing about 30 feet away. And as it turns its head, cranes its head around to you, it just lets out a roar.
Okay.
Hello,
Hey guys.
Toss me.
What?
Never mind. Oh, I got the shell for you.
Oh, thanks.
It's kind of like pushing it towards his heart, like into his chest. Trying to fit it like there was a puzzle piece or cavity.
I don't know if that's like in my mouth. I can't fit.
Like I turn to blow it and I put it like next to his ear and like a conch.
So guys, the dragon has landed and is blocking your way, and it is getting ready to rear up and probably bellow frost at you. What do you guys want to do?
Charge.
All right, let's all roll some initiative then.
All right.
I get +4, so 22.
Okay.
My initiative is. Oh boy. Let's stop playing for him, dude.
There we go.
Let me see if it's on here.
Nice.
All right.
Is it just me hearing this song, or is Ashton playing it for Zoom?
That's
Yeah.
That's on roll 20. Yeah. I figured you guys might want some music, so I put it on for you. Okay. The dragon. It looks like it's gonna go last. You guys clearly have the drop. Well, no, not last, because Will got a 1.
Hey.
Daylon got a 10. And Catherine got an 18.
22.
22, my bad.
Nice.
All right. So, Catherine, it looks like you're going to go up first. However, as you guys, as you are all kind of taking a step forward and getting ready to charge into battle with this dragon, you all kind of, it's really innocuous. You know, you all just sort of, you blink for a second, and when your eyes open, you stumble because you're not in this field ready to charge at a dragon. You're in blackness, each of you alone, and you can see out of the blackness. You can see something reaching towards you. There is a large form. It looks like a woman. It looks like a female warrior. She has a breastplate on, and she has like kind of a crown of thorns around her head and a flowing green cloak with a weapon in her hand. But as she just looks at you with a very stern but very calm expression, she gently reaches out, and you can see, again, each of you are alone in seeing this. She seems to be holding out in your direction a red rose.
How much you want for that crown?
So you guys, do you take the rose? Do you hesitate, or do you reject it?
I'm gonna take it. I guess I'll
Okay.
grab it with my mouth.
Give it here. Nab it off of her.
How much? The crown. The crown.
Okay,
I've got
so-
gold.
Daylon hesitates. And a split second later, you guys are back running towards this dragon.
Do I have a rose in my hand?
With my mouth.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Catherine, what do you want to do?
Throw that down.
Uh,
Throw that rose away.
okay, I never asked this before, but in the Winterwolf form, am I
Mhm.
not able to cast any of my usual spells?
No, you can't do. You have to actually. You can only do the wolf stuff.
Okay, okay.
Thanks so much to my breastplate spring boys for following. Welcome to the adventure, my
Okay.
friend.
Yeah. Why not?
You're a gentleman and a scholar. I guess you don't have enough characters to say 2 yards.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have this rose in my mouth. I want to make a bite attack, so can I bite it while like still holding onto this rose?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So let me roll it.
So if you guys accepted it, you sort of let me get back here. You like while you're holding the rose, when you kind of are back in reality, you sort of feel this aura of courage kind of coming over you. It sort of, you're not sure why, but it feels like this is reassuring. And you all are affected by, if you're holding on to it, you are affected by an aura of good hope, which is going to give you advantage on your attacks and saving throws.
Nice.
Oh.
Sweet.
Okay.
Because we're gonna need it, I'm guessing. Oh boy.
All right, yeah, a 22 will hit.
Okay.
Let me copy this dude right here. This I'll put.
7.
Nice.
1d8 plus 7
What if it's 7 down?
plus 1d6. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So so as you kind of rush forward and you chomp on this yellow or this white dragon, you are going to bite into its leg for a little bit of damage, and yeah, it's you kind of get a good grip on it. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Daylon, you're still a little bit confused as to what just happened, but you're now back in reality.
Oh, okay. Well, just gonna charge or continue like. That
Okay.
was
Yeah.
good. I don't know why I was there. Just continue like, oh yeah, there's a dragon. Still need to kill him.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm charging in with the spear still.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
I love that Daylon thinks nothing of it. Like, sudden weird transition thing with a woman of a rose. Oh, right.
I'm just like, I'm so used to these cryptic riddles and just being kind of like apathetic and just like, I'm done saying rhymes into portals and dealing with people
Yeah.
trying to give me roses and fey creatures that are disappearing in the portals. Like, I don't care. Like, don't bother me. Get off my porch.
Get off my lawn.
All right, 23 is going to hit.
And it was with 2 attacks, so that'll be the missing attack on the second.
Okay.
Oh, man. Forget that spears are not awful. then I'll be doing 2 melee attacks as well.
All right, cool. Go for it. Let's get some damage.
I am rolling a dice. It says it's much.
It tells me that it's doing it.
I get a 6, and then
Okay.
that's
Oh.
not that's a that's not a thing.
Roll d20. Yeah. So it's 6 plus. I don't know what's lagging on my end.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The roll says you did 6 damage on ours.
Yeah, no, he's trying to roll another one, I think, right?
Did you roll another one for you?
Yeah.
You can do it.
What's the-
6 plus 3?
Okay.
That came through. 2d6 is 4 damage.
Okay, so you managed to kind of right next to Catherine in her wolf form, you managed to jab your spear in and just kind of throw another punch at this dragon's leg. It is still towering over you. It is a large dragon, it's a little bit bigger than Catherine's wolf form right now, because it's clearly not an adult dragon. Okay. Anything else, or is that it?
That should be it.
All right. It is going to sort of step back, like pull its leg away from you, and it is just going to let out a bellow and try and a cold breath, both of you guys. So I need. Yeah, I'll say he's more than 30 feet away. So I need Daylon and Catherine to make me a Constitution save.
Boy. You got this. No, Catherine's actually a warlock, but she has a cloak which allows her to turn into this white wolf.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is a fail from you.
No Rose Man.
Yeah. And Catherine. There we go. Okay, so Catherine is going to take half, and you guys are going to take. Okay, so Daylon, you are going to take 25 damage from the ice breath.
Thanks so much to Serene. Serene donates £3, and she says Trainsy's next roll is a nat 20.
Ooh.
Yay!
If only that had come in a second sooner. So you're going to take 25 damage, and Catherine, you're going to take half of that.
Okay. As a winter wolf, I'm immune to cold damage. Does that
Let me check.
do anything else?
Yeah, you are immune to cold damage. So the frost breath is going to pass over you, and you just sort of shake your fur, and it does nothing. All right. And that will be, and on its turn, it is going to. Yeah, no, it's gonna do its thing next turn. It is just gonna sort of step backwards and get into a defensive position. Douglas, you are still running at this thing, sword in hand. What do you want to do?
I want to swing twice at it,
All right.
and I will do it. And it is a 17
That'll hit.
and a nat 20.
That will definitely hit. Yeah.
It does 7 damage. The nat 20 does 19.
All right. I'll let you, because those were some pretty solid hits. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone what your attacks look like? Because I'm typing something in chat. So.
Alright, that's 26 damage in one turn. So I bring down my sword like once and then twice, hacking through it, and I'm just screaming, "Give me back my soul!" as I do it. And like chunks of flesh and blood are probably flying out from this creature as I'm swinging.
All right. Yeah. So as you rush past it, its frost breath just sort of bathing over those guys. You juke around the side and you crash into its side, cutting through its wing and just carving large cuts into its flank as it roars in pain at you. We're going to the top of the round, and Catherine, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna take another bite at it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll That.
A 15 will hit.
Ooh, okay. Yay. Good. +7. Rolling. It's lagging.
Also, you should roll that again because you have advantage on your attacks. You might get a crit. It's worth it. Okay, doesn't matter. Still hits. All right. So yeah, you rush forward and you grapple onto it for
14.
yeah, for a little bit more damage as you are tearing into this thing. It is in pain. It is not looking great.
Can I use trip on it? Is it too big?
I'm gonna step in front of his legs and I'll like.
So in Pathfinder that would be a thing, but if you make a
Got it.
successful attack, you can make a trip attempt. This has 4 legs, so you can't trip it. Yeah. Okay, so as we move over to Daylon, you are freezing. You are covered in frost and icicles. Your beard is just like covered in ice.
Alright. Well, hopefully my jacket makes me not feel cold, but I definitely felt destroyed.
Yeah,
by...
it doesn't feel the you don't feel the cold, but you do take the damage, unfortunately.
God. That'll be my whole action if I had to do that. Can I somehow move around to flank it?
I'll let you juke around to its side.
Yeah, wanna juke around kind of away from getting further.
Yeah, so you're not clumped up next to it for a breath. Yeah.
Turn around or hit me with his tail.
So we'll say Catherine's in front of it right now. Will kind of came in on the side, so you can kind of go around the other side, if you'd like. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna roll. I'll just I'll get the nat 20 and then this will be my attack with the spear.
You want to use the nat 20 on one of them?
I get to choose. Well, she said on.
Oh, it's your next roll. So your next roll is going to be your first attack.
Honor that, yeah. So this will be my second attack.
Okay. Yeah. So roll your second attack. Go ahead. Did we hit 25?
So hit 25.
20.
Yay!
Fantastic. You guys are awesome. Your second attack unfortunately does not hit, but your nat 20 does, so go ahead and roll me some damage on that. And then we will hit the pause button.
So roll a crit is 2 times.
Yeah. It's weapon damage twice.
Okay. So it's 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's 2d6 plus, or it's 1d6 plus.
No, you don't double your bonus. You just double the dice.
Yeah, it's just this.
And then I'll be doing I'll use a key point as well.
Okay.
Doing more
So let's get that flurry of damage going on.
Flurry of blows.
We are waiting. There we go.
Okay.
So that's 11 for the first one, and then adding a 5 to it. Awesome. So, as you jam your spear forward into its flank, it pierces right up to that kind of crossbar. You know that if this were a humanoid, you would be sort of casting a whole person on it, but it is not a humanoid, so the spell has no effect. And as the dragon roars in pain right before its turn, we're gonna hit the pause button because we have hit 25 retweets, and you guys know what that means. It means Will has thrown a line in chat, so go ahead and throw your ideas. What happens next? The party is fighting with a dragon. They're doing pretty well, but this dragon is still very powerful. They just defeated the reality siphon and have cleared the way to Baba Yaga's hut. But we want to know from you guys what happens next. So throw your ideas in chat, and we will vote on them.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So let's get those rolling. I'm gonna give just a minute for those to pour in. While we're doing that, if you guys are enjoying the show, if you're enjoying the finale, by the way, please hit that follow button. We appreciate it, and you guys are awesome. And thank you so much for coming out to see the show.
Thanks, guys.
All right, looks like we got some ideas rolling in. So let's get those thrown in a poll in just a second, and I'm gonna check this thing's stat block and decide what it's gonna do.
Probably kill us.
Yeah, probably.
Rakshasa ambush, kill the cat torturer.
Oh man.
I love it. Bring him on, that's what I say. More cats to slay and to flay. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Ned. Thanks for the free cats to flay.
Douglas's soul rips out of him. He doesn't have a soul.
We have a
His
soul.
soul's already gone.
Yeah.
Daylon's
Dragons.
We don't know. It's just a shell, man. To us at this point.
What? The thing you pulled?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like
don't. You haven't done anything with it. You don't know what it is.
I tried to shove it into his chest, but.
Oh, I'm assuming you just like hit him with it, like.
Yeah, I know.
Get in there.
Like a piece.
Oh man. All right, so I think we've got a couple of them. Why don't we throw those in so we don't get swamped with things to vote on.
We're wrong. Damn it, Carol. Oh my god, when I kill the dragon, the soul becomes
Oh
double.
lord. All right. So as the I'm gonna give it just a minute because I don't want to do the dragon's turn until we get those in and start voting because people may want to.
We got 10 in already, so go
Okay.
ahead and we're gonna take a few, I suppose. You probably should take his turn, and then next.
Okay,
time.
yeah, that's fine. So the dragon, so as we get that straw poll up, the dragon will make its attack. It is going to reach around with its mouth and make a bite attack against Catherine.
I'll reach around.
That is a 14 against you.
He is really fake.
Winter Wolf. 17.
All right, and this is one claw against Douglas and one against Daylon.
Oh god.
Daylon, you're going to take the claw damage. What about you, Douglas?
I mean, how do I choose not to?
No, I'm saying you are going to. But what about
You
Douglas?
said, are you going to? I'm like, oh.
No, I didn't mean to phrase that as a question.
14 is not a hit.
14, okay. So how do I... Yeah, claw damage, there we go. That is going to be 16 against you, Daylon. You're not looking great, are you?
No, I'm negative. Like, yeah.
Okay. So you see the claw just rake across Daylon's chest, and he is going to like gasp in pain as blood starts covering his Yeti cloak, and he's gonna drop to his knees, and then plant in the snow, just face down. Douglas, what do you want to do?
Correct. I want to smack him twice with my big sword.
All right.
For a 6, then that one.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah. That is not gonna do it. I'm just looking at these things. We got some interesting things here.
If only I had a soul, I could probably do it.
I like that. That's cool. I'm voting for that.
Boy.
Wow, it looks like we have a fan favorite right out of the gate. That's cool. All right, so so Douglas is trying to lay into this creature. Yeah, unfortunately, even with advantage, those are not really gonna do it. Catherine, what do you want to do?
I don't have any healing potions or anything, so I can't help Daylon. I can't like cast Spare the Dying, so I rolled a 4 for the special attack. This is round 3, so I have to wait another round because there was kind of like time between.
For your breath?
Yeah.
No, you used that a while ago.
I'm
yeah,
good. Okay.
Yeah, you're good with that.
I guess I will. I guess I'll use it. We'll see.
Okay. I mean, this is a white dragon. You know they live in ice, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Go back. Do fire. Fire is good. Fire has always been
You could drop the winter wolf form if you'd like.
Good. Yeah, I think I will actually.
Okay. So you kind of you inhale, and as you exhale, like there's a flurry of snow around you, and you just sort of like feel your body change back into your own human form.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we definitely have I think we've decided what our viewer decision is going to be. So go ahead, and if you'd like, you are in human form. If you'd like to do anything.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Can.
A 21 will hit. A 17 will hit. A 10 will not hit.
That's it.
Okay, so 2 of them for a whole bunch of damage as your rays slam into the side of this thing, just burning, leaving scorch marks along its body. It is not going, like, it will let out a roar in pain as it does. All right. Anything else?
Can I just use my movement to kind of go towards Daylon?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
All right, Daylon, you need to make a saving throw.
Still not letting me connect to roll 20 for some reason.
That's fine. I'll make it for you.
I'm trying to do the trying to get on. Oh wait, there it is. Just responded.
Are you good?
I don't know. It's going really slow for me. I just did a connection test, and I meant like the connection's fine. But yeah, could you make it for me, please?
You got a 2.
Cool. Thank you.
So you are 1 save down. All right. The dragon is going to. I forgot to do this on its turn.
That's great.
The dragon is going to turn to Douglas and let out another cold breath. It is only going to target you. I need you to make a Constitution save, which you do have advantage on.
Myself, yeah?
Yes, just you.
Okay, Constitution 22.
That will do it, right? So you are going to take whatever half of 25 is. We'll say 12. You take 12 ice damage as this thing's frost breath just courses over you, and it's going to start flapping its wings like it is.
How much damage?
12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's going to start beating its wings like it's ready to take off into the air, because it is not looking great after those scorching rays. How do you want to respond?
I'm doing maths. Okay, it's trying to take off, or it hasn't taken off?
It's going to next turn.
I'm going to try and, like, pierce its, like, wings or something.
All right.
Next goes to Anonymous, takes £3, no more 2s. Trainee's next save is a 20.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, someone has saved Trainsy from dying, which is great. We'll get to that on his turn. Douglas, you have advantage on both attacks.
19 and a 21.
Those will both hit.
For a 6 and 5 damage, so 11 damage total.
All right. As you just bring your sword down, you kind of carve into it, and you actually start cutting through the membrane of one of its wings, opening a big tear, and your sword slams into its side as it is not looking. It is like the wing kind of starts flapping, but it can't get any traction, and the dragon just in pain. Anything else?
Wait, how injured does he look at this point?
This dragon is not, like, he's covered in wounds. You've carved through one of its wings.
We're gonna use my second win, my action surge.
All right, yeah, go for it. You want to make another double set of attacks?
17, the perfect number.
All right, that'll hit.
For 8, and then can I take a second attack as well?
Yeah, you get a full turn.
It's only a 10.
Yeah, the 17 will hit for 8 damage. How do you want to do this?
I basically wanna. It's yeah, we can turn the music down a little bit later. It's no worries, man. Basically, the dragon is about to fly up, and I'm gonna take my sword and just kind of run it all the way through its wings. And then, is it like a combo finisher? Or is this
You can do whatever you'd like.
Nice. I like tear down the wings. I like, come here, you, and I grab its frosty little neck. I start climbing up on top of it, and I say, "Give me back my soul!" As I thrust my sword down into its brain.
All right, yeah. As you kind of rip through its wing, you grab it and haul yourself up, and as you yell in pain, you just bring your sword down in a big arc, and just chunk right down in the back of its neck, and the dragon just its neck just flails for a second before the whole weight of it just comes crashing into the ground with you on top of it, and with a billow of smoke, and ice and stuff kicked up from the ground. When it finally settles, you're just standing there on top of this dead dragon.
Nice.
All right.
We did it.
About a couple seconds later, Daylon, you will kind of catch your breath and just kind of bolt upright as you as you get that nat 20 death save, which brings you back at 1 health.
Yay! I'm gonna chug one of my health potions.
Okay, sure. So you can get yourself back some health, and as you guys do that, as you are, let me just get myself back here. As you kind of are standing around this dead dragon, the corpse of Logrovich, the Witch Queen's lieutenant and the ruler through fear of White Throne, you guys are standing before this. You're standing before the clearing, the reality siphon, that kind of dark swirling vortex that blocked you from getting into the forest has now shrunk and is shrinking, and you can see behind it there is a 2-story wooden hut that sort of dominates the clearing. The hovel, it stands on enormous chicken legs that are kind of restlessly scratching. And as and I totally forgot, as the snow is kind of coming down, you guys all see the dragon's form starts glowing and glowing, and like swirling in with magical energy. Douglas, you have no idea what is going on here, but you're like standing on top of this body as it starts glowing, and all of a sudden the energy just starts swirling around and coalescing around you, and you're just like as you feel the energy penetrate into you, and suddenly you feel that hollow in your chest.
I've been penetrated.
Filling that hollow of emotionlessness and emptiness that you've felt for so long. It's almost as if someone is pouring water into that, like warm water into that vessel, as a soul is filling your body again. But not just any soul. The soul of Logrovich the dragon.
Hey.
Is he more angsty now because he's a dragon?
Is he what?
Is he more angsty now that he's a dragon?
I don't know, that's up to him. Douglas now has a soul, and that soul is the soul of Logrovich, the young white dragon, who you just sort of, you feel like all the memories of this thing's like 100 years of life. There's a little bit of the cruelty in there, the anger, and sort of the icy heart of this white dragon that is now a part of you.
Oh, guys, I feel really good. Tomagin!
And as that power is flowing through you, you're looking at this 2-story hut with these gigantic chicken legs that are sort of scratching restlessly at the ground, but the giant manacles of iron attach huge chains bolted to a spike in the earth that shackles this hut in place. You can see that an osseous fence surrounds the structure, each like a fence made of bones with a skull atop them. You can see that 2 corpses seem to have been impaled on the sharpened bone pickets, as a few ravens hop and flutter over the bodies. And as you kind of see this, you realize that these two corpses, something about them is familiar. In the back of your head, you know that you bear the mantle of the Black Midnight, the Black Rider of Baba Yaga. This one of them is the Red Sun, and one of them is the Bright Morning, her red and white riders, who are lying before you, slain on these fence posts and displayed. And as you see this, you also see that standing on the port, like on the on the sort of the little porch of this house is a very familiar face, a robed woman with white hair and an owl on her shoulder. And you recognize this face. This is Nazena, and she is standing before you.
What's up, bitch?
She kind of looks at you with a furrowed brow, and she says,
So sassy.
she says, "You have ruined everything."
I say, well, you took my soul from me, and now I've got this one instead.
I did not take your soul. That was the privilege of my queen, and you delivered it to her.
Well, shut the fuck up. Give it back. Okay? If you give it back to me, I will not rip out your organs and spread them all around this place, okay? I will keep you alive for a while, at least. It's a reasonable offer. It's the same I gave to a cat recently. Didn't go too well for him, so I suggest that you take me up on it.
You and I both know what you've cost me already. All of my work, all of my planning in service of the White Queen.
Shit, okay, you work as shit. No one likes it. So, give me my soul back, and we can say no more of it.
No, in fact, I think you value your tether to this world a bit too much. So perhaps that will be my new catalyst to open my new portal and cover the world in ice.
With the portals, honestly, it's so last century. No one cares about portals till it's winter. Okay, just listen. You've probably got a lot of gold, and I'd quite like to sit on it and fall asleep. Okay, so if that's okay with you, then I'm gonna take all your valuables. I'm gonna pile them up, and I'm gonna sit on them, probably fall asleep for a while, and just lay there. That's the plan, okay? And I can't do that if you're gonna be giving me the shit, okay? So why don't you just give me my soul back, and we can just end this, or I can kill you, whichever you prefer.
She says, "No, I think your soul will remain with me." And
okay, then you can fucking die, because you are being such a piece of shite. Okay, so just mortals. And I grab my sword and charge towards her.
she as you do, as you charge toward her, you kind of you're not really like, again, there is rage in your eyes, and this dragon soul is fueling it even more. As you run towards, she does have a second or so before you get there, and she's just gonna wave her hand, and like a wall of ice is just gonna spring up. You almost collide with it as she throws it up basically in front of you, kind of cutting you guys off from the hut. And she says, "Each of you have given something, and those things, those pieces of your own self, will be what I use to forge my queen's new reign over this world. You may take
your reign of winter. Is that what you're trying to say?
You may take this hut, this artifact, but the Winter Queen, our gruesome mother, you will not free, for her power is bound. You cannot stop the coming frost, no matter how hard you try." And as she says this, she's gonna just kind of glare at you, and you all kind of see her, you do kind of get the sense that she is posturing here, but she also is clearly outnumbered, and you know her dragon is dead, so she looks maybe a little bit nervous.
just like Sop Betch. Welcome, Sop Betch. You're a gentleman and a scholar. That's my favorite. You win the meme battle for today.
Other conversing, I want to use my monk abilities to recover 3 times my level and HP.
Sure. So she is definitely like, as she's doing this, you see her kind of reach her hand behind her, and she kind of does a does kind of a wave, and this magical portal is being created in the air. If you guys would like to do something before she sort of she finishes, you have,
I'd like
you
to
have kind of a
thank
chance to.
SBMG Carol for following. Welcome, Carol, to the adventure. You're not a gentle lady, but you are a scholar. Thanks for joining us. Before this happens, I'm going to turn back to the three of us, and we're going to lock arms, and we give the broiest look
Okay.
possible. Wait, let me get my screenshot, because every one of these seasons we have to have a bro.
Is it a bro wolf look?
No,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
not in wolf form anymore.
No, yeah.
Okay, so we look into each other's eyes and we give the broiest look. Nailed it. Beautiful. And I say, you know what we have to do? We have to fuck this bitch up.
I like this new Douglas. I really like him.
Let's do this. Let's slap a witch down. And then as a single tear rolls down each of our faces, we turn in sync. Sword raised, and I say, "Come get some."
All right. So you guys are all kind of squaring off. We're just gonna straight up roll some initiative because there's no surprising or anything.
ERP, bro.
Yeah. Let me find her here. I know she is here somewhere.
What's up, Kaki? It's Emma.
What does the bro tier look like?
Bro,
Does it flex as it's going
it
down?
flexes as it goes.
Yeah. It's not
Can
tier
I-
shape, like bicep
Can I
shape.
morph back into the winter wolf form?
Yeah, you could do that as a standard action.
Okay.
I become fuckless. Like glasses come down over my eyes as a spliff in my mouth.
From a portal, just to be ironic.
Let's fuck this witch up.
She has. It's 2. Oh, she gets a nat 20.
Ah,
Bitch.
what a witch.
All right, let's turn up some music here because I want to get some combat music on.
Just target me and just drop me out again, just because. So
Where is it? Oh, here we are. Okay, and then we'll get a 5. All right. So as this is gonna happen, she does have the sort of jump on you, as she is going to. Okay. You see her kind of conjure, like as she conjures in the air, this sort of glowing spectral hand, and as she does, she is going to she's just gonna kind of reach out, and you see kind of like little rivulets of cold energy are going to form around her hand, and then just sort of form around this spectral hand as she sends it flying towards you. And I have to check something out, so let me
Do it.
I think I spelled that right. Did I spell that right? No. 1 N.
welcome to my life.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's do this. So, where's Charge Watch? Just go. Wreck her.
I don't know where these are.
I'm tweeting out the umbrella, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, man, I don't have anything for that. Okay. So she's gonna send this hand towards you. It's not gonna do anything just yet, but it will when it gets in. Like, it looks like it's just kind of waiting between her and you. So.
Okay. Bring it.
Why can't I find any of these?
Cookie batch.
Wow. Okay, so that's ridiculous. Okay, so Daylon, it is your turn. Oh, and she also, I forgot, she begins to levitate.
No.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, you know.
Just typical little witches.
Will, why do you keep forgetting to tag us?
Because the reason I do it is I tried to tag you and I tried to do SPM gamers, rather, but it's SPM gamers.
I will. Man, I feel so linear. I'm gonna.
Wait, no, I should toss you.
I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna kind of jump, like run and jump at her with my spear over shoulder, and just kind of like try and stab into.
Okay, there is still a wall of ice between you. So you would have to scale the wall.
Okay, I wanna try and scale the get a running start and scale and either spear in to as far as I can get up, or see if I could run
I just
entirely.
cannot find these. This is ridiculous.
What are you looking for?
Just some spell stuff. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you how do you want to climb the wall?
Just kind of.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
And then spring up, and get as much distance as I can up the wall, if not over it.
Sure, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
If I'm falling, I'll spear in.
That's fine. Roll me an acrobatics.
Do it.
Yeah, that's good enough. So you kind of vault yourself over and with one hand pull yourself up, so you're now standing on the top of the wall. Which is, you are kind of level with her, but you are still 20 feet away.
Oh god. Okay, and that's, I'm assuming that's the rest of my movement, or?
Well, you could jump down if you want. Or you could stay on top, and so you have an advantage to throw a spear or something.
Jump down.
Okay. Let's put that up. Okay, so we are moving on to Catherine.
Okay. How tall is this wall
About 15 feet.
in comparison to me?
You're about 6-7 feet tall in wolf form.
Do you think I could jump?
Yeah, if you have athletics or acrobatics. Well, athletics for you, yeah.
Okay.
It's my first successful roll, aside from one attack this whole
I'm proficient in athletics with Catherine. Would I add that +2 as well, or would it just be?
No, it's just the wolf form.
Okay.
So just your strength. That's, yeah, you kind of leap up, and with your claws you kind of sink them into the ice, and you sort of scramble up over the lip of it. Did you want to stay there? And you could either attempt from the top, probably to jump onto the platform she's on, or you could go down.
Yeah, I want to try to get onto the platform.
Sure. Just roll me another athletics check. Okay. You leap, and you just sort of you land on the ledge, but you're not going to be able to right yourself against until next turn. You managed to kind of grip it with your teeth. Okay, but you are sort of scrambling to stay on. Douglas, you have run into this ice wall It's about 15 feet high. What do you want to do?
No way through, seemingly at this point.
You haven't tried it.
I'm gonna try just smacking it with my sword, basically.
Just roll me a strength check.
Sure. Strength check. With advantage still?
No, you don't have advantage anymore.
Okay, 12.
You smash this with the tip of your sword. It is pretty solid ice.
I say, looks like we need something stronger than that, like fire.
All right. Anything else? All right.
Action of movements.
Yeah. As it is her turn, she is going to. Seriously, I don't know why they don't give me stats for any of these.
Just make them up.
No, they're weird. Okay, so we'll try that. She is going to start casting, and she is going to cast something at you two guys who are on this side of the wall. So as she starts conjuring, waving her hands in the air, like these roiling sort of storm clouds start billowing around you guys, and all of a sudden these sort of hailstones start falling and showering, and they are going to shower around both Daylon and Catherine, and they are going to do some damage. 2, so that is going to be 2, and so it's going to be 12 bludgeoning damage and 8 cold damage.
Correct.
All right, so I'll only take the 12 then. 'Cause
Yes.
I was only 24? Okay.
Oh, thank.
And as this snow and stuff falls down, it's kind of making it hard for you guys to see. It's cutting down your visibility, and it's kind of messing with you a little bit. But she is going to attempt to keep you back with that, and as she's gonna levitate away from the wolf that's scrambling up onto the platform she's on a little bit. Daylon, you are at the bottom. You're about 10 to 15 feet below her. What do you want to do?
Attempt to 10 to 15 feet. I think I could get a running start and just try and stab her.
How do you want to get up there? Because she's like, so the way it here. Let me do a quick doodle.
Okay.
Basically, if this is the ground, right? This is the ice wall.
Yeah.
There's like chicken legs, and then house, and there's like a porch, and she was up here, and you were down here.
Can I try and scale the house?
Yeah, sure.
I wanna like kind of run up the wall of the house, grab on, and secure myself on the roof. If
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
But I do flips, so it's acrobatics, right?
Sure, why not?
That's how it works.
I'm just kidding. Athletics. I'll do athletics. 5.
Yeah, you can kind of get a grip and pull yourself up, but not enough to, like, the house, the chicken legs are kind of flailing, making it hard to hold on a little bit. It's, you can't really get up to the ledge that she's on.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Anything else?
I'll throw my spear
Okay.
begrudgingly.
Go for it. Do you want to use your magical one or your non-magical one?
I'll use both.
Okay.
I have 3. So there's my first to hit, which is the 25, and then I have to roll another one minus the. It's just +3 instead of. Or no, it's +5.
Yes. 25.
And 25 and 20.
Both of those are gonna hit.
Cool. I will roll the deepsage.
All right, let's see it.
And then I'll punch in the air like Shadow Box, but do not.
All right, so that is 1 and 2.
Nice, 5 and 7.
All right. So your spear, one of them kind of cuts past her leg, the other one hits her in the arm as she kind of drops that arm limp a little bit. You can see she's holding like an ice, like a sickle in it that's made out of ice. Yeah, so that's you hit her with that. Catherine, you can use your movement action to climb up onto the ledge. You're not actually going to be able to, unless you double move, you're not going to be able to get to her because she's on the other side. But you could use your frost breath if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not within 5 feet then, huh?
Yeah, no, your movement's only going to get you onto the ledge. She's like hovering on the other side, like in the air. So you'd have to at least move to get to her.
Okay, I guess I'll just do the frost breath then.
Okay. She has to make a save to dodge it, right? It's a dexterity save.
17.
1d20 plus whatever her dex is, which is... Can't find it here. There we go. What's the DC?
17.
All right, yeah, she cannot dodge out of the way as the ice is gonna bathe over her. She is gonna take, she's gonna resist some of it, but she's gonna take most of it as she kind of shelters herself from this hail of shards of ice and freezing breath that you bellow out once you have hauled yourself up onto this thing. And then we come to Douglas, who is still on the other side of the wall.
I'm gonna try and kind of like athletics my way through it. So just kind of like shoulder barge through.
Sure.
Okay. Athletics is 14.
You, being that you already kind of cracked the ice a little bit, I'll say you can use your entire movement action to sort of smash your way through.
I just barrel my way through and get to.
You're basically next on the floor where Daylon was a second ago.
Nice. Cool. It's my turn.
All right. At the top of the round, she's gonna finish levitating. She's gonna say, "No, this is not how this ends. I will not disappoint my queen." And as she turns, she's gonna kind of like recover from the ice breath. She is gonna turn around and just kind of whip her hand through the air. And as she does, this purple like portal of energy goes through it, opens, and she says, "You may have struck a blow against me and disrupted my plans, but the Winter Queen will reign supreme no matter what." And as she kind of glares at all of you, she's just gonna kind of like give you one last angry look and then like fly backwards into the dimensional door, which, unless you have a counter spell, it's gonna shut after her.
What's going on?
Let me
Nope.
look through all of my monk things ever.
So she blinks out, and she is gone.
Stupid portals!
You guys, unfortunately, as she blinks away, you are sort of left.
Wait.
What's up?
Wait a second.
I'm waiting.
Comprehend language, 7 level healing, mirror sight, move disease, threefold aspect, youthful appearance. Could throw large silver pure bars.
No, unfortunately, no.
A reduced person. You're too large. Wait. Can you be too large to enter a portal?
You, not real. Well, Dimension Door does have a size limit, yeah.
Can I cast a large person from a scroll?
It's not your turn. She's gonna disappear through that door, and you guys are left just sort of in the cold, unfortunately, with outside of, like, still on this hut that is just kind of clawing at the ground, now extremely angry and extremely agitated. shackled with these huge iron chains that look similar to the ones that were binding those fey creatures, as the hut is shaking and stuff, with you, Catherine, on the platform, and you, Daylon, sort of clinging to the bottom of it.
Well, fuck.
Whoa.
Anybody remember that hut riddle? I seem to have deleted it from my notepad.
There is a door, by the way, but the door is closed.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb over the.
Yeah, you're right on the porch.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, I'll turn back to my
Okay.
regular form and knock on the door.
Can I say, hut, oh, turn your back to the woods and your front to me.
As you say this, the scrambling, and scratching of chicken legs stops, and the hut, it just sort of straining against these, it can't move because it's stuck by these giant iron chains, but it is straining, and as it does, it just, it straightens out, and there's, you realize it's got, a beak that kind of is yawning over this door, and it is just sitting there, waiting for you to do something. It looks like it's trying to kind of present itself, but it is stuck. The chains are keeping it bound.
I'm gonna look at Douglas and Catherine and kind of kiss my biceps
You did good.
Yeah.
You did good. I was imagining
A magnanimous
Oh, my lord.
dispensation.
he thanks Nadir, who donates £75.
Jesus!
Holy.
I can't read all that. I missed all of it.
Oh my good lord. Nid donates £75. Says, thanks to the It's going to be bad for me, I can tell. Thanks to the great shows, gentle people. In particular, Tinker's Tale and Reign of Winter, where a lovable villain met his end and spawned a tavern character, as well as the tormenting of Douglas. Speaking of which, if you can end in the most horrible way, ...
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
That's fucking loads of money, Nid. I'm happy to die for that amount of money.
Okay. We'll find a way to do it.
You'll be sad.
Look, he's selling the soul he just got, guys. He's selling the soul.
He just got it back. Oh lord.
There we go.
Okay.
Put in the donate thing, £75 equals we'll sell soul of any character.
Any character, man. Dude, that's incredible, dude. Thanks so much, dude.
Awesome. So we will figure out what that is going to do, and if you have any suggestions for how to end this horribly, please whisper them to me on Twitch. I will do what I can to make it happen for you, man.
I really hate cats so much. I can't wait to play another one.
So go ahead and shoot a message, shoot a whisper to me, Exploding Dice, and we will make that happen for you. But you guys, what are you doing right now?
I'm gonna turn them. Should we try breaking the chains before we go in? What do you guys think?
Break the I think we should go in first, because what if we break her chains and she's angry with us for doing it?
Well, you know that the hut is being shackled here against its will.
Oh, let's break the chains then.
Yeah, the hut is not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So how do you want to do that?
Can we just could my greatsword swing down and break the chains?
Yeah, sure.
Tempted to do that, I guess. So I'd start kind of going around the hut and.
All right. So go ahead and why don't you just go ahead and narrate how you already know that these chains can be broken, because though you don't really know why. In the back of your head, you know, because you do have that sort of the Black Rider's magic, the magic of Baba Yaga, which is sort of designed it is stronger than the magic of the White Witches. And so that little bit is enough to break their magical chains. So why don't you go ahead and tell us how you go ahead breaking these huge iron manacles that are shackling this hut.
I'm gonna, for the sake of this thing, it's the last, and I have the soul of a dragon in me. I'm gonna say that I kind of Fusrodal them, and
Sure.
So I gotta go out. I go out to these chains and I.
Yeah, you just sort of like plant yourself there and you let the dragon's sort of soul. You don't really know if this is gonna work, but you just know it feels right as you just inhale and there's like a current of magical energy that you summon from Baba Yaga, and you just bellow and there's just a wave of magic that shatters these chains into sparkles and magic, into shatters and slivers of ice. And as they do, the hut just is torn free and it kind of stands bolt upright. And Catherine, you're still on the porch. The door creaks open.
Well, it worked. I'm looking at Douglas like, where the hell did that come from?
Don't worry about it. I don't know myself.
Alright. I guess,
I'm trying to burp him.
I'll go. Oh, let's go inside. Let's go inside.
Yeah.
All right. So as you are kind of running, like you're scrambling to get into the house actually sort of lowers itself down on its chicken legs so you guys can get into the like inside of it. Let me change my page here just a second. Yeah, when you walk immediately in the door, you're looking into a room with sort of bundles of dried herbs that hang from the rafters of this comfortable looking room. Along the walls are sort of numerous shelves holding a bewildering a variety of glass jars, bottles, and vials containing all manner of strange magical components and alchemical ingredients. There's a massive cauldron sitting in the middle of the room. No fire is burning under it, but the liquid within it kind of bubbles and churns, and white fumes rise and lap over the brim. There is a large stove, a writing desk, a bookcase, and a fireplace kind of completing the room, along with a number of crates, barrels, and sacks and stuff. You can see a short flight of steps leading up to a set of double doors in the north wall, and a small ladder climbing into a trap door in the ceiling to the northeastern corner, with windows flanking to a doorway to the south, the one you just came in. And you see, standing in front of this in front of this cauldron, is a crouched over humanoid creature that holding a broom, and as it turns to you, you see its face is just like a weird horned, it looks like almost a goat with a long duck's bill, wearing these very, very simple Slavic clothing, and it looks and it says, "Ah, the Black Riders have returned! Quick, quick! Use the cauldron!
What for?
We must travel!
Where?
I don't know! What tokens do you have? Surely some were bidden to you."
I show her the quote-unquote keys that the Dark Rider gave us before.
Yes! Put them in the cauldron.
All right then. I go.
Yeah, you kind of, as you grip these and you walk over to the cauldron, you understand almost implicitly that you're supposed to throw these in, and somehow that's Baba Yaga's magic, that whatever you throw into the cauldron, that determines where you're going to travel to. You have no idea, but you take the Plague Doctor's mask and the husk of Giant's hair, and you throw them in, and as you do, there's just kind of the cauldron starts bubbling and shaking, and the house starts swaying and rocking.
Anyway. No, you do it then. Oh, no, you're good. No worries.
Here.
Sounds like you're good.
Yep.
Sound's gone. Yeah, it should be going back.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know why it's not. Give me a second. I'm gonna plug. No, I can't. So I can't get music. I don't know why. The music is done. But
No worries.
Hopefully-
Pretty weird sound like audio-wise. So I'm back at least.
all right. So anyway, as you throw these things into the cauldron, the house is starting to rock, and you can actually see out the windows, like the outside is starting to spin, not because the world is spinning around you, but because the house has started dancing on its chicken legs, and you see swirls of winter, of snow and stuff start coming around you. And Nidar says he sent something. I don't see it, so I must have missed that.
Make sure you send it to exploding dice.
Yeah, he
Or
says he
whisper.
sent it. I didn't get it. Huh, that's weird. Try sending it
sending it
again.
again.
I don't know. So anyway, as this is happening to you, you feel yourself being transported somewhere. Douglas, also you feel almost like a tendril of smoke kind of reaches out, and is like you're standing from the cauldron. It kind of grabs you.
Just like a cub. Welcome to the adventure, cub. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thanks for following.
Let me
There's a tendril of smoke grabs.
yes, and let me just go, and we'll just try this one more time. So I'm waiting for Nidar's thing to send me, but so anyway, this tendril of smoke grabs you. There we go. And as it does, you feel, you guys see it sort of wrapping around him and almost sort of pull him off of his feet. And you too, Douglas, are pulled headfirst into this cauldron. And
Nice.
And so you kind of like as he's lifted off his feet and just lunged in this cauldron, the house will all of a sudden poof out of existence. And when it stops, everything like stops spinning and starts coming, you guys kind of can see out the window. You are no longer in the forest. You are no longer in White Throne. The tokens that you threw into the cauldron have transported you somewhere, but where that somewhere is, we don't know. We'll just have to wait till season 2 to find out, because you guys have traveled somewhere in the world, and who knows where. Though our closing shot of the episode will be Douglas has also been transported somewhere. Douglas, when your vision clears, you're not in the house anymore. You're not with your friends. You are in what looks like, you kind of, as your vision resolves, you see like velvet curtains and a haze of smoke, as you appear to be in some sort of opium den or something. And as you kind of pick your head up, you wonder where, you don't know if you're dead, you don't know where you are. You find yourself looking at a room, sitting in chairs and on cushions. Surrounding you are not 1, not 2 or 3, but 4 Rakshasa. And they are all looking right at you. These cat people, these tiger men, are kind of looking at you and licking their lips. And
I'm like, are you? Oh, huh. Okay. No, this is okay.
And as they all kind of lick their lips and look towards you, I think that's probably going to be the closing shot of
the last shot. The very last shot has to be.
Yep. That is the closing shot. That was what Nidar wanted. He wanted you to be ambushed by Rakshasa.
The camera just pans up to Douglas's face as he draws his sword. He says, "Bring it, pussies."
Oh Lord! So that will be the finale. That is the finale of Reign of Winter. Hopefully you guys had a great time. as the party fought their way through the city. They beat back the White Witches. They killed a dragon on their own, and they managed to save Baba Yaga's dancing hut, transporting it somewhere in the world. Who knows where? But maybe, just maybe, we will be back for a season 2 as we see if the party continues their fight against the White Witches and succeeds in freeing Baba Yaga and becoming her champions. But so I guess we'll ask you guys, and we'll ask you guys in chat. What did you guys think? Did you have a good time?
What do you think of today's session of the season? Do you want another season of Rain and Winter? Let us know. And first of all, let's thank our wonderful DM Askren for running this campaign for us. It was a pleasure till the very end there. We're at 10th hour, but that was fun. Yeah, excellently played, my friend. So I guess we'll go around do some thoughts on the session and the season. In a few minutes here, we're going to be starting a little early, but we're going to be doing the Carnage at Canefield game. So don't go anywhere. We've got another game coming right up for you in a few moments. So hang on here. So Askren, what did you think of today's session, of the season? What are your
I thought the season was great. I got to do some really weird stuff. Hopefully it was it was one of those adventures that started out very, very simple and just kind of spiraled out of control as they tend to do. But I wanted to make sure there was some really big stakes, some really crazy fights, and some interesting things for you guys to do, and hopefully a lot of surprises and a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, very much so. You do things on the internet.
Yeah. If we're going through that right now, my name is, for you guys who may have just been joining us, and thank you so much for everyone who came out every Thursday to support this game. I know for you guys, you're coming and watching Encounter Roleplay anyway, because they always put on shows. But for me, DMing, this is my first real campaign that I've DM'd on this channel, and it was fantastic to see all the support and stuff. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it. My name is Askren. I'm the host and the Dungeon Master for the Exploding Dice channel here on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/Exploding Dice, where we play live D&D every Sunday. We're just starting this week with a new cast and a new campaign starting at Sunday on 8 p.m. And also, I have a talk show called Fuzzy Dice. It's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. And if you tune in this Tuesday, the 26th, you can see me talking to Matt Mercer from Critical Role. He's going to be hanging out with me. And that's, we just announced that the other day, and it's so great, and I'm looking so much forward to it, and I hope all you guys are there.
Just it's so great, like D20 advice. Welcome D20 advice to adventure.
I give a lot of D20 advice out on that show.
Trainsy, what are your thoughts on today's session and the season?
Well, it was funny because I realized how kind of basic Daelon is when you get down to like combat and not being in a social situation or salesmanship. So he's just like, I got spears and I'm gonna throw them and tumble around in the process. So like for Daelon, it was just kind of like a whirlwind of both taking 20 damage at a time and trying to be effective as it has been since, remember the date.
Yes.
Touchpad.
Yes.
But it was thrilling with the imagery like that the campaign really presented, and I loved as much as I hated the portal jump around like in character. I thought it was pretty cool, and it added a certain nuance, and just kind of like you're helpless. Like you're helpless. You're like, okay, well that happened. Okay, they're levitating. Like, okay,
yeah.
what do we got to do? And I'm so used to the you're in a dungeon under bam 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 bam. But this is like, I throw things.
Yeah.
Nadia will carry me.
You also do things on the internet as well, though, do you not, Trainsy?
Yeah, I'm a full-time caster here on Twitch. I will be doing a cooking show at 3 p.m. today. And my primary game is MechWarrior Online, and I do variety game casting. I just beat Necropolis last night, and I'll probably be returning to Polybridge, which now has Twitch integration. So as you all play it, it's super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And finally, Kira, thoughts on the campaign, thoughts on the session?
Amazing. This is my first campaign with you guys on Encounter Roleplay, and just the unpredictability of wild magic, whatever that can happen, kind of leaves you on your toes. and it's really, really fun. And I think it's pretty great how Catherine like evolved from not really knowing these guys and like, okay, these guys are really dumb, like especially that Daylon guy, to like the end here where we just like all did the bro thing, and just like we're all kind of like working in sync together finally.
You assimilated the broism.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with this anymore. Let's just join.
We'll became one big rotator. That was good.
Great.
You also do things on the internet, streaming-wise as well, do you not?
Yes, I do. Myself and some of my friends, Carol, who's in the chat right now as well, we're starting up a group, Subpar Mediocre Gamers. We're working on actually getting a main channel to do our D&D streams on, and then work out alternating schedules for everybody else throughout the week on our private channels. But right now it's kind of just been me. So right now I've been doing like art streams, karaoke, and then we're going to be doing like Diablo. We do GTA, Don't Starve sometimes, and Minecraft.
Nice. You represent.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, thank you guys for coming on today. Like I say, it's not the end of today's stream because we've got another 3 hours coming up. Actually, like 3.5 hours coming up here in a few moments. So don't go anywhere because whilst the stream will go down, it'll set us offline. Don't worry, because I'm going to be coming back up again whilst we get into the carnage at Canefield. So stick around. Don't worry. Nobody panic. I'm joking. Everybody panic. It's funny. And we'll be back in but a few moments here on Again Roleplay. If you enjoyed today's show, hit that follow button and join us. Show some love to Ashgren and to Reign of Winter for this wonderful campaign on the Twitters. And until next time, guys, try not to roll too many nat ones because we want to be here laughing when you do. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. We're about to go live once again. Bye.
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 All right, I am beginning to the stream.